So as a Laker fan, you better believe we riding hard with that Spurs. We riding hard with the Spurs, Pops.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Space City Steve. Look, don't forget to hit that subscribe button right here so you don't miss out on any 7th Hour productions. Hit that subscribe button right here. And remember, it ain't but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th Hour, baby. Let's go.
I'm just going to record my thoughts and talk about the fact that, all right, OKC has officially taken out LA. They've slayed the dragon. They took out LeBron. They took out a Luka-less Lakers. And I recorded this video, my thoughts about the entire series and the fact the Lakers are out, probably about 3, 4, bro, who am I kidding? Probably like 5 times. And I haven't posted it because I feel like in some of these, I feel like maybe I got too critical on some of the Lakers, too pointing fingers at OKC. And in reality, dude, like to just get my thoughts out about what I think about the series, is that OKC, I can respect how they did it. I mean, there were the first 2 games, maybe even 3, was just bad. I mean, the officiating was horrible. SGA, the whole team just going crazy, flopping for calls. But in the last game, from the perspective of a Laker fan, dude, I can't complain about how OKC took us out. I mean, they were playing ethical ball. They didn't seem to be foul baiting too much. Obviously, that kind of stuff happens in every game, dude. Like being unbiased. I'm not a fan of any team. Everyone does it. I mean, everyone to some extent foul baits. My complaint with OKC has always been that they do it like dramatically, but they didn't do it in game 4, in the game that it took to sweep us and take us out. And that's what I like. I've always said it. OKC, it's just the foul baiting that I don't really rock with. But to be honest, for the mid-range game, especially the way SGA can shoot that mid-range, it's wonderful to see. And I love good defense. I love hustle. I love heart and grit and stuff. And so OKC is definitely a great team, an exciting team. And look, as long as they continue to play a decent brand of ball, F it, bro. I'm all in, bro, because I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater, bro. I love to see competition. I love to see people that are excellent at what they do compete against other people that are also excellent at what they do. And so that's why sports is always so great to watch. But yeah, OKC took us out, man. I think LeBron didn't have enough juice to will the team over OKC. And I know that a lot of people, rightfully so, are going to say that, you know, LeBron's 41 years old, bro. What do you expect him to do? I mean, he's going against a Shai Gilgeous Alexander who's like, you know, a little bit past mid-20s, young guy. Man, scarily, probably not even in his prime yet, which is crazy to say. But like, look, we're all talking about the fact that LeBron's 41 and what he did is majestical and amazing and magical. And I agree that it is. LeBron needs to be credited heavily for this run, but he just didn't have enough juice to will the team like he could have in his earlier years. Austin Reeves, to me, he underperformed. He had a pretty good, game 3? Statistically, I think he scored over 30 points, just over 31, I think, was it? I could probably be over-exaggerating that, but he had a great game. A lot of you guys are actually telling me about how good Austin Reeves is and explaining to me and kind of showing me the ways to kind of like understand Austin Reeves and like, hey, let's not like point fingers at him just yet. I'm battling this. I'm battling this heavily because I think the Lakers are going to re-sign him, and I don't think that they should. I think Austin Reeves should be signed to a contract that maybe isn't $200 million worth. Because what do you get in the regular season? A fantastic, phenomenal player. I mean, and he has shown it with Luka and LeBron and without both of them. And with just Luka, with just LeBron. So in regular season, Austin Reeves is a phenomenal basketball player worth every penny. The problem that I have with signing him to a $200 million contract is the fact that in the playoffs, continually, time and time again, he just disappears. You can say whatever excuses you want, just like you can excuse every single failure that has ever happened in humanity. That's just the way you can excuse it somehow. There's a reason why things go the way they go, and so we can always present that. But the facts are what they are. Austin Reeves disappears in the playoffs. Austin Reeves should have been enough for us to, in theory, get past OKC. We have a LeBron James who is, in theory, our third option this year. Playing phenomenal. Playing like a first option. First option levels have risen. Luka, SGA, all these players are doing insane things. And LeBron's 41 years old. But the point is that you got a good enough performance from LeBron to not complain. I mean, he got us out the first round. And he played pretty decent throughout against OKC. But one person being the entire offense, bro, I mean, what are we going to do? And so Austin Reeves, I know that a lot of you guys love him, and I love him too, dude. His story is amazing, and every single year, his numbers have increasingly gotten better and better and better. And what we don't want to see is another Alex Caruso type of case. Another, I'm trying to think about, because what we had like Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle, they've had decent careers, but let me just use Alex Caruso because they're semi-comparable in terms of where they're located in position. But like, we didn't sign us, what is his name? Who I just said, Caruso. I think he was asking for $9 million would have been what Chicago offered him, and we didn't match. $9 million, right? That's insane. But we didn't sign Alex Caruso. Turns out he's a pretty good player that is having some pretty good impact with OKC, and he's a crucial piece. The Lakers could use an Alex Caruso, but we let him go, and we didn't retain any. Like, what? We didn't keep him, and so like obviously we don't want to see Austin Reeves take off and then blossom even more so and show up in the playoffs and become that guy. And could it happen? His trajectory says so. It's just that the playoffs are a different animal. Everyone talks about how playoffs are a different game. Amongst all sports, people talk about playoffs are a different beast. If you've never played playoff whatever, basketball, football, whatever, you haven't really played. Like the guys that have done it say it. And so that level of game is, I don't know, Austin Reeves, I don't know. And then it comes out that Luka Doncic is talking about how he does not want for the Lakers to trade Austin Reeves for like a Giannis or something. And like, I feel like I just want to know so much. I when I think about these types of scenarios, I see them from the perspective of like, is he just doing the teammate thing? Because like, what are you gonna say? You know what I mean? Are you doing the teammate thing just the same way that Austin Reeves vouched heavily for LeBron James, doing the teammate thing, talking about, oh man, he took me under my wing and gave him flowers. A lot of flowers for for LeBron's impact and development for Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves was speaking highly of it. Hello, LeBron James is an unrestricted free agent. If you're like up and coming star players and your new $200 million player has that much flowers for the development, for his development that was caused by LeBron. That's going to sound really good. You're going to sound like, well, dang. Why don't we keep him around to continue to develop him? You know what I mean? Like, they're all doing each other these favors. But I think Luka saying that he doesn't want the Lakers to trade Austin to go somewhere else is just Austin kind of like, damn, dog, I really don't want to go anywhere else. But it's just that, dude, like, you think about how many teams need Austin Reeves. I think Houston. Imagine Houston. What if we had an Amin Thompson? What if we had an Amin Thompson for Austin Reeves? That'll just better suit our team. Like, I don't know, dude. We can find someone else to kind of facilitate and distribute the ball. Because I'm trying to think about Austin Reeves, the way he shows up in the playoffs. The regular season is different. I get that. And I'm just worried for the Lakers to be trapped on a contract for a guy that just can't defend. And so we're just not going to win anything serious. That's what I'm afraid of. By signing Austin Reeves to a long contract, we get tied in and aren't able to acquire other talent like a Giannis. Like Luka just said, don't trade him for Giannis. Hello, I'd rather have Giannis. What are you talking about? So I'm kind of afraid of that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want us to just, yeah, think about teams that have great defenders. Man, we need to get past that. So regular season, playoff Austin Reeves is consuming too much of ball clock. He's got the ball. Where we start with 24 seconds. By the time someone else touches it, bro, dude, it's like the play's almost over. And his offensive bag in the playoffs is just drive and kick. So drive to the basket and hope that you can get a tough shot. You got to make magical shots. They look tougher than what Kyrie shoots, dude. That's an exaggeration, but like, damn. And so if you don't convert a highly difficult shot, then just kick it out to whoever's open. And I get it. That's what they all do. But it's different. The type of gravity that like Luka demands is incredible. Like, yeah, he does the same thing. He just drives and shoots it if it's there and passes it out if it's not. That sounds real basic. Wesley, stop. That sounds real basic. But like in reality, when Luka does it, he's just so good at the other minute details, his speed, stop and go. And his shots that he shoots when he gets to the basket, sometimes, of course, are sometimes super difficult, but like a lot of times he just makes it look easy. And so he draws, it's an automatic double team. See, while Austin Reeves is doing it, it looks so difficult. I mean, he's dribbling in place. I was talking about the dribbling in place in front of a defender that's just kind of letting him, okay, go ahead. Let out all the jitters because bro's just in the middle, not moving, not. It's not like he's actually moving and the defender's, oh, shoot, shifting the defender. And whoa. That's not what's happening. What it looks like to me that's happening is that Austin Reeves is here. And then he's just going to chuck it to somebody and it could potentially get picked off. Or he starts to kind of run past this guy, this defender that's in front of him. And it looks, again, extremely difficult. He's going to shoot an extremely difficult shot. Or you're just going to fumble. The handles are a little, to be honest, a little loose. And he's going to kick it out. It's not the same. He's doing the same concept as what a LeBron, I'm just talking about Lakers, what a LeBron does, what a Luka does. But it's actually not the same. It's not the same. So Austin Reeves, oh man, we're going to have to figure this one out. But yeah, dude, the Lakers we got taken out. It's kind of hard for the team to continue to compete, having lost the leading scorer in the NBA. Luka Doncic was not playing, and that's a big loss. It's a big loss for this team. Forget about the noise, forget about the hate, forget about the LeBron and the age and all the whatever. It's like Luka Doncic was in MVP conversations, leading scorer in the NBA this year. Leading scorer. He puts points on the board, and we were without him. Think about any team that's still in the NBA or that's still in the playoffs. Think about if the Timberwolves had to play without Anthony Edwards. That's going to be tough. Think about if the Spurs have to play without Wemby. Dude, difficult as hell. Think about if the Celtics had to, or I mean, whatever. You get the idea. Whatever. I mean, see, I'm trying to list all the teams that are left, but you get the idea. Denver without Joker. What? Not only does Luka score so much, he also assists a lot. So he accounts for a lot of points. When you guys see 10 assists, that's at least 20 points. At least 20 points. And what at most? Whatever. At most 30? I don't know if I did that math right around. Whatever. You get the idea. So he accounts for a lot of points. And so it's tough, man. It's tough. I think the Lakers had, things just, based on how it went, things had to go so perfect for it to work out. JJ Redick was so adamant and so set on playing Austin Reeves. And to be honest, my thoughts on that are that it had to be Mark Walters. That had to be higher up, influencing and impacting what's happening in the games. If I'm the owner of the team and you guys are all telling me that a player is going to have to get paid $220 million next season, I want to know what the hell this player is. What's he about? Let me see. Let me see. I know that I have professionals that do this, right? That analyze this, and I have my money guys and all these things. But I need to see who the heck is going to demand $220 million from me. And so if I'm the owner, I'm telling coach, play him. Yeah, hey, Mark Walters, bro. Hey, look, the thing is that the team's kind of got a chemistry and the ball's moving around. The rock is moving around. When he's not there, give him some more time to rest. Let's see how long we can pull this off with just LeBron, with just Luke Kennard, Rui Hachimura, Ayton, Smart. Let's see what we can do first. Let's let Austin kind of rest a little more because it's kind of working. Let's do that. Management says, hell no. I need to see what I'm paying. I need to see what this looks like because this happens at the end of the year. Say we get knocked out, Austin Reeves never got to play, then all we see was what he did in the regular season, which looked great. But if I'm the owner, I'm nitpicking this thing, and you better believe that they do. We always hear about these contract negotiations being real deep. They talk about all the details and this is what you didn't do, this how you could have been better, and why didn't you do this? And they start to point out all the things that you could have done better throughout your entire time there when you thought it was all roses. Hey, $220 million. If I'm paying you that, pops, I'm gonna. I need to see some productivity. And if I'm paying you that, I'm thinking, I know, bro. We're fans and we know that he disappears in the playoffs. I'm the owner. I'm thinking, what happens in the playoffs? I need to understand. I need to know what happens here. And so that's literally the only theory that makes sense to me as to why Austin Reeves was playing in the playoffs. because he wasn't doing well. It didn't look well. You can tell me about the 20, what is the 20 something point game, the 30 something point game. Sorry. By the way, I have Wesley here. He's battling this play worm. And so whatever, if you hear squeakiness, that's what he's doing. But yeah, so that's kind of a tricky one for me. There's a lot of changes that are going to have to happen in this offseason. And I'm going to definitely get into that. I'm going to kind of get I already have my thoughts sort of picked out, but I want to know who exactly is going to be taken off, or who's a free agent, player options, and when I think DeAndre Ayton has a player option. I could care less if bro stays. You could take off, bro. Like, bounce. Rui Hachimura, must sign. Marcus Smart, if LeBron's not here, I'm kind of cool off of that. Luke Kennard, I would definitely sign Luke Kennard. Bro, if you can get hot like that in the playoffs, score 27 points in the playoffs, that's valuable, because we know the game is different. And in that different game, Luke Kennard showed up. And that's a lot more than what we can say about other players. LeBron, dude, if LeBron wants to stay, I would love to have LeBron back on the Lakers roster next season. I would love it. I would prefer, he doesn't seem to want to play that third option role. Why would he? To an Austin Reeves that disappeared? If I'm LeBron, I'm thinking, dog, like, look, I get you. I've helped you in your development, but I got to speak on my own business. I'm sorry. Y'all see what I did and you want me to be third? We're not doing that. I think LeBron can be third if we get a big piece. If we get a Giannis, if we get if we get a big other piece, then I'd be down for LeBron to be that third option. I'm not sure I'm down to have, if we don't get another piece and it's just Luka's coming back, and let's just say Austin Reeves doesn't come, we don't sign Austin Reeves or whatever. I don't know that I'd want LeBron back for just like Luka and LeBron. I know that it worked out last year when the trade had first happened, but I don't know. I'm not interested in kind of like continuing to figure out what the heck that duo looks like. And I know that LeBron's a great player. I know that, but I think the Lakers need to start to like really build the roster for Luka, for the team that's there. And so, yeah, man, just overall my thoughts. JJ Redick, again, I already said that I think that he was playing Austin Reeves because of ownership, because it made no sense otherwise. I mean, he was out there. I think a huge factor as to why we lost. DeAndre Ayton, bro, oh my God. Look, I was talking a lot about how he kind of turned on the switch come playoffs, and he did against the Rockets. But damn, versus OKC, what OKC excels at is what DeAndre Ayton lacks in heavily, and that's motor. That's that internal engine. That's that desire, that want to compete and fight, and to compete when it's not necessarily going well or when it's hard. You know, it's one thing to compete when you're doing good, or when you can feel your momentum, you can feel your swag. But it's another thing to compete when the shot's not falling, and you still have to compete, brother. That can imagine, like, that's a whole other thing. And DeAndre Ayton, bro, I feel like he quit on the team. His effort was not there. Especially, you're the only like huge guy that we got. Like, come on, bro. Like, you got Jackson Hayes. By the way, Jackson Hayes, for sure, lock re-sign. You cannot be without him. Fantastic lob threat for Luka. An incredible motor, high energy guy, big dunker. He's got some attitude, some grit. And I think next season is going to be a different look for Jackson Hayes because of his maturity. I think he's going to become a little bit more seasoned into the NBA, more simulated, more, I don't know. I feel good things for Jackson Hayes, but going back to Ayton, man, his energy wasn't there, bro. OKC is an energy team, bro. Running for loose balls, jumping high and boxing out heavily for rebounds. I mean, that's a huge contributing factor to their success. And DeAndre Ayton was quitting on plays, hardly trying for rebounds. I mean, I don't know, half the time there he didn't look like he wanted to be there. And yeah, dude, I kept calling for the offense to feature him over Austin Reeves, and they never did that. We could only ever imagine what would have happened if it was featuring LeBron and Ayton more than LeBron and Reeves, because that's just a better match. Do a high pick and roll so that he has that mid-range to either drive the basket, get into the post, hit a little floater, get your jump shot. I mean, that could have been. And so not being featured in offense, and we know that Ayton has. He's got a little tool. He's got tools in the toolbox. You know what I mean? So maybe that's what contributed to it. But the point is that he disappeared, bro, and he went and got his DeAndre Ayton dominating chain while you're getting swept by OKC. Pops, not a good look, dude. And then some video surfaced online of him being on 2K like at 3 a.m. the night before a playoff game. Like, Pops, bro, like, you literally are a NBA player. Like, lock in for however long the season is, and then just be kicking it in the off season. Like, you can stay up late in the off season, bro. Like, get your work done, get your rest, and play the game, dog. Who's tripping on that? Man, bro. So the maturity levels for Aiden just not there, bro. We need grown men. The Lakers need grown men, dog. I don't know who that is. I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna make a video after I get my research about what's the potential trade packages that could see happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna kind of get my thoughts together on what I think the Lakers should do. But yeah, dude, I'm trying to think about what else. I mean, I already talked about LeBron. I've talked about Austin Reeves, Luka. I mean, I really wished he could have come back. We saw Anthony Edwards. He's come back for his team. We saw Jason Tatum. And to be honest, look, I think that Anthony Edwards, look, tomorrow's Friday. The Spurs are going to, or I don't know when you guys see this, but yeah, the Spurs, and they play game 6 versus Minnesota tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe it's not worth it. Maybe Anthony Edwards gets taken out. But he came back. That's the point. He gave his team life, that pulse. Even like in the beginning, the first couple of games that he was coming back, he was like on limited minutes. And I thought that was dope. He didn't start the game. He didn't come in until like the second quarter, played for about 4 minutes, was out. Didn't come back until like the last 4 minutes leading into the half. Fantastic. Imagine we had that with Luka. Oh my God, we need a breath of fresh air. Luka comes in, pop, 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 pop. Get out. Let's not hurt you. I mean, those are the kinds of things that you expect from your star players, bro. I mean, you see Kobe Bryant shoot a free throw with a torn Achilles, dog. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? So the fact that Luka didn't come back is a little disappointing. I guess since it's done, since it's over, it is what it is. I mean, I think that Luka on the squad, as it was constructed, I think that's a different series. I mean, look at what we did to the Rockets. And so look at the games versus OKC. They beat us by a lot of points, and they killed us at the end, and maybe they were capable of a different tone. That could be true. And what I mean by that is, like, had we been with Luka, maybe they turn it the heck up and like are playing a lot more intense than they were with us. Maybe they had us on cruise control. Who knows? But I can say Luka Doncic on this Lakers squad. Ooh, it's a different game. Shout out to Jared Vanderbilt for making the effort to come back and be back. But yeah, man, I mean, Ayton crapped the bed, just showed his ass, bro. That's what it is. Being on the game super late, getting a dominating chain in the middle of getting swept is just not it, bro. That's not a good look. It's not. Austin Reeves, great player. Hopefully we get to, retain him at a reasonable, understanded price, but I don't even know if that's worth it, to be honest with you. So the season is in question. There's a lot of moves that are going to be happening this offseason. So here's my commitment to you guys as I wrap this video up. Commitment number 1, I'm going to commit to posting Laker videos. I'm going to continue to post Laker videos with updates. I don't know how often. I'm going to figure that out. I don't want to say once a week, because come off season, who knows if there's not that much stuff to talk about. Maybe there is, and I will. But for sure, once a month at least. So I'm going to be talking about the Lakers on this channel whenever there's something to talk about. But you guys stay connected with me, man. Follow me on the social medias, whichever one you like. That way, we can stay in chat and conversation and, about what's going on while there's maybe no news for the Lakers. But my second commitment to you guys, apart from the other stuff that I got going on this channel, I want to continue talking about basketball. And so I'm going to cover some of the games that I get to watch. I'm going to make videos on. And I think I'm going to be following the Spurs. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be following Wemby, because I just love what Wemby is doing for the NBA. Him as a player, a young player, a determined player, a player with his skill set, aware of his skill set, aware of the opportunity. Wemby is an exciting player. And so that I think I want to cover that. And yes, I want to see Wemby wax OKC's ass, bro, because look, I'm being ethical. I'm being very, just unbiased and all fair and whatnot. Yeah, great, cool, yay. But I want Wemby to show Chet Holmgren who is the tallest man. That's what I want to see. Because Wemby don't really take to kindness Chet Holmgren. He don't really got an affinity for bro. I don't know what it is, but I respect it. And I want to see that happen. So as a Laker fan, you better believe we're riding hard with that Spurs. We're riding hard with the Spurs, Pops. And so, OKC, look. Before we move on to the Dodgers, because I was going to say, hey, look, it's Dodger season, baby. We got Ohtani hitting home runs. What are we worried about? For real. But I'm like, nah, let me not be like that. Let me continue to support the NBA but let's go Spurs. So anyways, I'm getting long-winded at this point. I don't even know what the heck I'm saying anymore. So I'm going to cut the video here. But guys, it's been fun covering the Lakers. This is the long-awaited reaction to them losing. That was horrible, man. It was horrible. But it is what it is. Subscribe to the channel. There's a lot more that goes on here than just sports talk. And yeah, I'll see you guys in future videos. Appreciate y'all. Love. I believe that art lives within every soul, within you, and it's not just what you create, it's who you are. Seventh Aura exists to affirm that truth, to remind you and the world to embrace your inner creativity and to pursue your one wild and precious life. Every piece we make is an invitation that becomes a declaration of one simple truth. You are art. Head to SEVENTHAURA.com and explore the collection today.
Because you are the art that the world needs.